Today's highlighted coin is the 2025 World Economic Forum. Behind the curtain, the World Economic Forum's agenda for global control. For those of you who are not familiar with the montage of movie characters illustrated on Chris's 2025 coin, World Economic Forum, they include the villains from the James Bond 007 films and the Austin Powers film as well. The first of many inferences is to the 007 villain, Ernst Stavro Blofeld, who is holding his cat and oozing evil. He's first seen in the 1963 Bond movie titled From Russia with Love. Although Blofeld was a recurring antagonist in many Ian Fleming stories, he played a starring role in the 1967 film titled You Only Live Twice. Both feature films starred Sean Connery as James Bond. The supervillain, Blofeld, or Number One, was portrayed by, ironically, an English actor by the name of Donald Pleasance. The 1997 movie Austin Powers includes the other villain referenced by Chris's new coin. This film starred comedian Mike Myers as Dr. Evil. The portrayal of Dr. Evil is a near-perfect comedic counterpart to Blofeld. The entire film is a parody on the very successful 1967 film, You Only Live Twice. The premise behind both films is the unfettered pursuit of world domination by evil men who want nothing more than to subject humanity to their depraved will. The desire for world domination cannot be cloaked with any form of goodness. It is, by its very nature, evil. Throughout history, evil communist and socialist men, including Hitler, Pol Pot, Mussolini, and Stalin, attempted to dominate humanity and bend it to their diabolic will. Their evil undertakings resulted in the extermination of millions of innocent people. These twisted men's primary desire was to attain total control through irrepressible violence. Whether the notorious characters involved are fictitious or factual, the outcome is always the same: death, destruction, and economic calamity. Thanks to the internet, worldwide communications, drones, satellite TV, and iPhone cameras, mass executions can no longer be undertaken under the cover of darkness or later denied because the world would be alerted nearly immediately. But just because mankind is no longer experiencing the enormity of these types of villainous atrocities doesn't mean that evil men's aspirations for world domination no longer exist. As Chris's 2025 coin, World Economic Forum, alludes to, it has just taken another form. The original syndicate, the European Management Forum, EMF, was established in 1971 by Swiss-born, Harvard-educated German Klaus Schwab. It was established in Davos, Switzerland, and its first meeting included 450 businessmen. The supposed purpose of the EMF was for European businessmen to share their experience and expertise among themselves in order to improve the world around them. When this proved effective, the desire to put their principles into practice worldwide became the driving force. To this end, the group's name was changed in 1987 by omitting the telling word management, and the new, more amiable title, World Economic Forum, was adopted in its place. And once again, the race for world dominance was on. The cabal expanded its membership to include politicians and academics, which has proved to be a volatile concoction. Rather than continuing to improve the world through guidance, advice, and mentorship, the organization now dictates many government policies. These include the recent implementation of laws supporting climate change, sustainability, healthcare, and social justice. The World Economic Forum Syndicate was the fomentation for the witch's brew that boiled over, causing the 2020 COVID-19 pandemic hysteria, vaccine mandates, and economic and societal lockdowns. In 2022, George Soros spoke at the WEF's annual meeting, as did Senate John Kerry and Pfizer CEO Albert Bourla. Do you think they discussed their successful efforts with world domination? You bet. Today, most of humanity understands that much of what these arrogant people purported to be true during the pandemic were lies. Much has been proven wrong, and yet with devastating personal ramifications for the people who believed them. Children's educations were permanently stunted. First responders suffer with inordinate vaccine-inflicted heart problems. Businesses were destroyed.
Depressions skyrocketed, and yet Bill Gates and Klaus Schwab continued to lean into the lies. The conclusion of the research done on the pandemic showed that the average person who died from COVID-19 was 85 years of age. Old people die, with or without COVID. It was not a pandemic. It was a test case, a politician ploy, a scam. It was, in fact, all a hoax to test the waters on their road to world domination. This World Economic Forum has become so powerful, so domineering, and so influential globally as to now be considered a threat to democracy, capitalism, liberty, and freedom. Blofeld and Dr. Evil are once again seeking to bend humanity to their will, only this time they are more subtle in their approach. Chris's 2025 coin, World Economic Forum, is a reminder of what we are up against. Don't ever let them fool you again, because the next time these megalomaniacs come, cat in hand, they will be knocking on your front door.
Chris Dewayne issues 2 new proofs each week, which are available for a limited time. These proofs come in a presentation box with the certificate of authenticity, as shown here. They're also available in BU, brilliant uncirculated versions, which are only stamped once, and they come in copper as well. You can check out all Chris's Silver Shield proofs and all things Silver Shield on ChrisDewayneSilverShieldCoins.com.